Hello, so it is Wednesday and I've popped down to the allotment to do some jobs because I'm away quite a lot this June. So I've got a wedding this weekend, the weekend after that I'm on holiday, then the weekend after that I'm on holiday, and then the week after that I'm on holiday for a week. So it's not the most convenient time of the year to go away when you have an allotment because everything's go, go, go. But I feel like I'm quite on top of it this year. So a few jobs that I want to do this evening. I'm building a new path. I say building, but we had some paving left over from our driveway, so I brought it down here to use so it doesn't go to waste. So I'm putting that down, and that's going to be the new home of my blueberries and flowers, stuff like that. I'm also going to put out my sweet corn and some of my tomatoes in my new vertical growing frame as well. I've not got the right string to do it yet because I've done it in the past and I've used like actual rope string and it's rotted and it's come undone. So I need to get some like twine, some strong twine. I don't know, I need to have a look online for some. But yeah, I'm looking over at my garlic and it's looking nearly ready to come out, to be honest, and I don't know when I'm going to do it. I think it's going to have to be in the week next week or the week after, which is not ideal because it could do with a bit longer. This door's just flapping about. It could possibly get away with a little bit longer, but I'm feeling impatient and I've got stuff in here which is it's taken over and looking chaotic, so I have got stuff that needs to go out, so I might pull that out very soon. And my onions that I put in autumn time as well have started to go to seed, which means that they won't store for as long, but I eat a lot of onions and so does my mum and dad, so we'll get through them very quickly, so it's not too much of a problem. I always find that the ones that I do from set go to seed inevitably, but the ones that I do from seed don't go to seed as easy as the ones from set, so having a good balance of the two I find is helpful. So I'm just going to stop talking and get going. So this is the path that me and my dad built, and as you can see we use like a weed barrier fabric underneath it and then put the paving blocks on top. And this is my dad now whacking in the existing structure that I already had that was made from, well, it's made from pipes and it has electrical wire across it. So I'm going to actually replace this wire to something a little bit more substantial, and yeah, I'm going to put my blueberries on this here now, which you'll be able to see that I do, and also my dahlias. So eventually I'm going to have a mixture of fruits in this in pots, so I'm going to do raspberries, blackcurrants along here, but I've just not got around to it this year and I've kind of missed the boat, but it's fine, it's ready to go for next year. So now I'm planted in my sweet corn, and I've not had that much success this year with my germination of my sweet corn, so I've got two different varieties here, and I did 2 trays of 24 cells with 1 in each, and as you can see the tray is looking a little bit empty, and in my other one I only have 3 that germinated. This is my second round of germination, or trying to get sweet corn to germinate, because the other seeds that I did, I left them in the polytunnel and mice ate them all. So I've really not had that much luck with it this year. So I am actually going to try and germinate some more next week because they're quite fast growing, so they should be alright. I might put some in the ground and see what happens. But yeah, it's just been one of those things with my sweet corn this year. I'm sowing it in quite close together really. You're meant to leave them, I think it's 30 centimetres apart, but I've always done them like this and I've never had any problems, so I'm just doing what I know to do. As you can see here, I have a really bad problem with couch grass in a lot of my beds, so I always try to keep pulling it out where I can, but it's a constant battle trying to keep on top of it. This is my vertical growing frame, which I've got my tomatoes in now and also my spring onions interplanted in between. So I've got 2 varieties. I've got Outdoor Girl, which always does really well for me, and also cherry tomatoes. And the idea of this bed is that I'll just wrap the string around the tomato and attach it to the top to give it some structure. I just need to get around to doing all the other tomatoes now and they're a little bit bigger. This is my autumn onion bed. So these were planted last September or October, and they've gone to seed, as you can see there. So basically all that means is they put out a shoot, and it's the onion trying to reproduce itself, so that bud will basically pop into a purple flower and you can save the seeds. The only bad thing is that they just don't store very well once they've gone to seed. So this is now my garlic bed, and as you can see it's starting to die off, which is good. It's also got rust here, as you can see, but I'm honestly really happy with it because it's quite late in the season that I've had rust. I usually get it a lot earlier, and I've also got some really meaty looking garlic bulbs, so really excited to pull those out, which will probably be in the next couple of weeks. So I've got this whole bed of garlic, and I've also got all of that in there, which is probably about a week or two behind the other bed. This is a bit of a mess, to be honest, as you can see, but I've got another bed that's going to go in here, so I need to get around to doing that. And it's the same for this bed as well. So that decking that I've got, the wood for this bed, was put in 5 years ago, and it's old decking from the old garden that we had, so it's really lasted us very well, but it all just needs completely replacing. Also today I've managed to put in my pea growing frame, so I've got the peas at the bottom there, and I'm doing a mixture of lettuces, salads, courgettes, kale, peas in here. You can see that I've had some leaf cutter beetles eating around the edges of them. This doesn't actually damage the plant, it will still grow like normal. It's just a little bit annoying, but it's really not the end of the world. Okay, so that's me done. The wind's starting to pick up now, so the sound might not be too great, but I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm trying to capture as much as I can for you this year, and as well as trying to get it all done this month, considering I'm away quite a lot. So yeah, I've got quite a lot done. I've still got quite a few bits I want to get done, so a couple of the beds that need rebuilding. I need to do some more seeds, make sure that, well, this year I'm really trying to keep up with succession sowing, which admittedly I've not been very good at in the past. I do like a one batch and then it's all done, and I get things ready all at the same time. So I'm trying to have a little bit more staggered approach this year, which is working so far, but I feel like things are creeping up and catching up on me a little bit. So yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again soon.